myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them. You should
Mr. Sebastian, welcome in. First in the chat, Miss Carmander. Hug back to you. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Yeah, this is a weird wild spawn.
They don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war every exhibition.
Thank you for updating me on the starter evolutions. I'd only heard about I was just going to raise right now. I only heard about that maybe yesterday. I wasn't really aware of this event that was happening. But I hear people are grinding legendaries and dust. I'm going to get straight into Q because we might be in Q time land. We are number 15 on the leaderboard today. What's up, Zhu? You sent a Spicy Saturday form. Let me give that a look. I did get a notification that I got one, but I didn't check, if I'm being honest with you. Let's see. I won't leak it. But I'll see what you may have submitted. Live reaction. What's your in-game name? Dr. Chill. Oh, okay. Ooh. What league is that? What league is that, Jew? Here we go. The music is off. It's getting serious. I didn't intentionally want the music to be off. Oh my god, he no-shielded? I thought I would Hydra there to cover for a catch. Oh god. This is looking a little scary. Mr. Loco causing some issues. Okay, let's me throw first because he wants to overfarm. Ronaldo out of the World Cup. Yeah, I was actually just watching. Okay, I think he has to CC to knock me out. So let's see what he does here. He ice punches, and that knocks me out. Maybe I don't shield since he revealed he doesn't have CC. It's still going to hurt, though. This feels like a tough spot. He throws here. And it does indeed knock me out. I think we're kind of cooked. Feels like I could have played this better had I perhaps just gone Seeking immediately into... had I just gone Seeking immediately into the Primeape, I would have been in a much better spot. Because then I wouldn't have really needed Switch, and Charger Bug would have put in work, so... That's really, really poorly played game by me to start, which is unfortunate. couldn't have played that much worse. And it wasn't like we did anything that was like crazy dumb. It was just you can't be down a shield and then give Primate that much of a head start. You're just asking for trouble. Yo, Zhu, that was Great League. That's a crazy team for Great League. Thank you for the submission. I'll definitely potentially give it a consideration. Ma, welcome in over on the YouTube side. It's Competitor Cup. I mean, that's fine. I think people don't mind. People probably prefer Competitor Cup versus the new system at the moment. Final Boss AJ. Final Boss AJ, you're celebrating Ronaldo's demise? What? Cristiano Ronaldo. You were so sad Mexico went out yesterday. Yeah, that was a crazy game. I was watching that one. And I'm in a Discord with Maxi, if you guys know Maxi, and it was funny seeing like a lot of the Brits, you know, reacting to the game in there. So invested. Reminder, you can Elite, Origin, Palkia, and Dialga. Yes, that is a good reminder. Shenanigans don't. I mean, I already have like my best one built for both of those with it, so I don't know if that really matters too much for me. But if you're someone that's been like sitting on a Hundo, Dialga, or Palkia Origin, and you don't have the move Roar of Time or Spatial Rend, you can Elite TM it right now. OMG, Charmander. She's hiding her face. She doesn't want to be noticed. But she has just reached an 80 stream streak. This is unbelievable. This is unprecedented. 80, yeah, Sebastian. She's putting you to shame, bro. What's Sebastian at? 80 is wild. I don't know what music this is. Go to my standard music playlist. Charmander. Oh, wait, no, that's like a happy cry. I thought you made Sebastian cry for a second, but I think that's like the Feel Strong Man cry. Mighty. It's a little scary. Usually there's Tinkaton in the back with Mighty Ina teams. Okay, I think I'm gonna shield to get his second shield. And he does crunch. That's good. I feel like he probably could have got away with Fang there. He threw on 10. So he's got 3 residual. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll respect the crunch. Oh. 3. Should have thrown slightly earlier because it's a Mimikyu. That's all right. I'm going to Icy. Throw Run does more, but I debuff it, and I think it's Tinkaton. So, Mr. Charger Bug is going to have a lot of work to do here. I don't know if Charger can get this done, but he's going to have to try. Catching on Swampert would have been really nice there. Oh. Is this just Fang? Or is this the crunch already? It's just Fang. No! Sometimes it like gives you the 0-turn swap there, but that was almost like a 2-turn swap. That seemed really slow. Whoa, I forgot it had so much energy. Not that it really mattered, right? Because if I throw energy there, I don't take out the Tink anyway, but... Sag. I mean, I'm not too upset with that game because, like... When you... So, I climbed to number 15 on the leaderboard with this team yesterday. This is always what happens. I climb to the top of the leaderboard with an obscure team, and then I go on stream and it doesn't work anymore. Game 1, we could have won. I played that one badly. That game, I don't think I could have done anything. But Swampert is going to struggle against, like, high fast attack pressure Pokemon. Because you don't really have much fast attack pressure. So against a Mighty Ina, that's just never going to be a fun time for Swamp. Perhaps I should have, like, just... I don't know. Perhaps I should have just, like, gone Seeking right away to put more pressure. Yo, what's good, Home Slice? This is the Rise special. We climb to the top of the leaderboard off stream, and then we get on stream and we just start losing. And then everyone thinks I'm bad. Which, some days is kind of true. Shenanigans. Chat, what are we using the golden bottle cap on? That's a good question, Shenanigans. I haven't put much thought into that yet. But if you have something really rare that, like, you couldn't really get often, you know? Certain, like, mythicals, that's always a good choice, it seems. Shiny mythicals. Show says, is it normal to experience lag playing GBL? Unfortunately, it is fairly common, especially for me. Like, I haven't been, like, just straight up lagging a ton, but I've been experiencing a lot of, like, lost turns where I'm starting the game losing a couple turns, which has been frustrating. Nombreso says Bidoof. Bidoof would be a great golden bottle cap investment, yes. Just for, like, aura. Because you could just bring that up at your local, you know, GoFest global event and be like, guys, everyone's going to be like, yeah, I used my golden bottle cap on, you know, this shiny legendary, or, you know, on this shiny Mew, on this, you know, this rare mythical Pokemon, and you're going to just be like, yeah, I used mine on a Bidoof. Slam Brother, greetings to you, man. It's going well. How are you doing? More importantly. Homeslice says, I will probably be boring in Golden Bottle Cap Eternatus. That's still a good choice. That's pretty cool. My Discord just got spammed. Bro, it's been happening a lot lately. Has it been cleared yet? It hasn't been cleared. If anyone has mod privileges, I wouldn't mind that right now. If I just got into a battle and banning them. Otherwise, it'll have to wait a few minutes. They catch on Jelly. He snuck a hex through. Oh my god, he didn't throw right away? Dang it, dude. I could have got off the next drill run. That would have been better. I think I'm kind of just screwed here. The Hydrogen just, like, sweeps me. Alright. Oh, he flies for some reason. And I could have got a whole entire Volt Switch through. I mean, everything that could have gone wrong here has gone wrong. This is an unfortunate game here. Crazy CMP. I guess he just made the call I was going to throw immediately. Yeah, tough one. It is what it is. Tough way to start the stream. I did throw the first game, and then the next two games, there just wasn't much play, so we can't get overly upset. Welcome in, Thomas. No, I appreciate you bringing it to my attention, youngster brain. Let's see. He called me, just dropped in an OMG and XXS2. Oh, that's the best choice, hands down. I didn't even notice which is one of my Pokemon XXS. Dab, hey man, love your streams. Want to ask, have you recently played with Shadow Hypno? I was facing a bunch of Altaria leads, so I started using it and been loving it. I have not played much Shadow Hypno. Have you been using it in the Limited Meta Cup or in the Open Great League? Would Vigoroth be decent enough or nah? Vigoroth is not very good anymore in the Open Great League. It does have some play in like Limited Cups. But it got triple nerfed, remember? Vigoroth used to be a beast. A neutral Great League beast. Counter, Body Slam, Rock Slide, but they all got nerfed. So neutrally, it's just pretty bad now. TK Shadow, which Pokemon should I use an Elite Charge on in GBL? There's a lot of good options. I would say Ninetales is probably one of the best, right? Energy Ball. Ninetales is really good. Seaking, who we're running now, is like... Seaking's not really that, like, neutrally strong, necessarily, but it's just, like, a very safe Pokemon right now. I am going to... We're still good on batter, but I'm going to grab my charger. Just one step ahead. What happens? Rise gets a game, or Ronaldo announces his retirement. Did he? Maybe, I mean, this could have really just been like what Ronaldo was hanging on to. Because I remember, am I wrong? Or like, last World Cup, 2022, didn't most people think like that was Messi's last World Cup? Like Messi was going out on top, and Ronaldo's older than Messi, so people just kind of assumed it was Ronaldo's last World Cup too. But now Messi has just been like on fire. He's been scoring every game. He's 39 years old, Messi, and he's scoring like every game. You think he'll have another? Whoa. I mean, never say never, but he'd be 43. That'd be pretty unheard of for like an attacking player, right? I feel like sometimes you have goalkeepers that might be into their 40s, but for like an attacking player, that'd be pretty crazy. Ronaldo's 41. Yeah, Messi's 39. All right, Ju messages in YouTube chat. When are you posting the next Messi set? Okay, I don't know, Ju, if maybe there's a language barrier and you're not intending it this way, but, you know, just in case, like, this is how you're referencing it, just because like someone submits me something, I'm not always necessarily going to use it. So there's sometimes I've had a few people comment before, like, when are you posting my video that I sent you, right? Not necessarily entitled to like everything I get submitted, right, is going to get posted. If I check my submissions right now, I have like 1,853 all-time submissions. So like I haven't posted a lot of those. Who's my favorite team in the World Cup? Well, obviously USA. It's where I'm from. America. America. Don't say the next lyrics in that song. So USA all the way. It's been a long time since the US has looked this good, like if ever, in football. So, yeah, Ju, I just want to say I appreciate your submission. I can't give you a definitive answer. If you're asking when is my submission going up, I can't definitively say. Thomas with the trivia and the showcase of plushie. Okay, I thought of my own because I heard this. I actually didn't even hear this. I Googled this because I was curious. I'm going to give you guys a true or false. I think this is history. I think this is the first ever true or false question on Rise's trivia channel point redemption. True or false? No team outside of Europe or South America has ever won the World Cup. No team outside of Europe or South America has ever won the World Cup. True or false? Oh, I did Competitor Cup and I got an instant queue. Do we think more people are playing Competitor Cup than normal Great League? This is kind of bad. Aquatail. The correct answer is true. No team outside of Europe or South America has ever won the World Cup. Okay, he lets me throw. I'm going to make a risky switch in here. Okay. In comes Stunfisk. Stunfisk is going to be awfully difficult here to overcome, but we're going to try our best. And I heard only 8 different countries, I think it was 8 countries, have won the World Cup in general. Yeah, there's just so much health on this. It's not an X's range. This looks like an 04 incoming, unfortunately. GG. Tough stretch here. As you can see, my last set, I went 5 out of 5 with this team. That's what got me to this elo. But we are on the precipice of an 05, which is no fun to start the stream. But we'll try to keep our cool. Spark says Uruguay, Brazil, France, England, Germany, Spain, Argentina, and Italy. Yes. Okay, here we go. Welcome in, Monahan. Corsola. So he's at the second Nightshade here. After 1, if he lets it go, I don't take that Astonish. He does let it go. Interesting. He messed up. Why did he let me do this? Maybe a forced overtap? think he wins, but we'll play it out just in case. Yeah, just a little too healthy. I take this and 2 more. Yeah. Unfortunate. Oh, 5. And I don't know, maybe that game I could have done something differently. The only thing I could have really done differently would have been stay in, come in Charja against Jump, which is a losing matchup, and then have Seeking against Carbink, which I would think might be a losing matchup because 2 drill runs is never going to knock out. So the sad thing about that set is like it was so dominant where like we were never even close in any of the games. The positive part is I feel like game 1 was realistically the only game I could have won. I felt like the other 4 games were out of my control. And if I feel like if it's out of your control and you're losing to that degree, maybe it's more of a team composition issue. So we'll switch it up here. Feel free to suggest me any teams in the chat. We do have a plushie redemption. I'll go with one of my faves. Gengar. Look at him. Look at that smile. What a nice smile. The classic 5-0 off stream, 0-5 on stream. You love to see it. I'll give this team a try. This is the Alex Brown team that he's been running. And I don't think it's the most, like, make sense type of team, but it's like a fun team. No violence ever. Okay. Catches on his own Celio. Yeah, I mean, my Swampert lead would have been really nice, right? Into this, but I would have had Charjabug for this. Okay, catches on 9. Yeah. Playing very aggressive. Perhaps he shields to get off. Yeah. See that weird CMP? I thought about undercharging. Nice. I thought about undercharging, but I didn't want to like risk that I allow Celio to get to 2 body slams because I lost track of the Celio. Ninetales should be pretty dry, and was Ninetales in Mudshot downrange? I kind of forget, but it's close. Nice. GG. We won a game. We won a game, chat. Let's go. Is chat discussing Ronaldo Messi? What are we talking about? Are we getting into like a Ronaldo Messi debate? Oh no, I should have known. Thomas Rise, can you name only player who won Men's World Cup 3 times so far since current still going on? Thomas, is this like an active player? Is this someone like I would know of, you think? Or like, is it a more obscure player? Oh, it's Pele? It's not Pele? I'm saying Balogun, Balogun clears. Balogun clears. Yeah, Pele makes sense, right? Since he was like the GOAT before Messi, a lot of people probably still consider him the GOAT. And was the World Cup like a smaller field back then? Was there less than 32 teams? Obviously, this World Cup has become the first one with 48 teams, but I know Brazil was just like super dominant back then, right? Bert said first legend, question mark. Oh, did we play a legend or no? But I did see someone hit legend. Yeah. Angel, right? Angel Per, is that how you say it? Or is it Angel? Lapras. In a perfect world, they don't have Skull Bash, but, you know, sometimes life isn't perfect. Sometimes you're going to have adversity you got to go through. The fact that he's building up so much kind of makes me think he's got Skull Bash. I'm going to let it go, guys. Like Elsa. Okay. Yo, Lapras is pretty wicked. Like, if I shield, I don't think my body slam even threatens the knockout. So I, like... How is that is that... I have to, like, play the 2s there? Is that matchup just, like, terrible for Shadow Celio? I guess it makes sense, right? Because I have double resisted Powder Snows. What a terrible matchup that is. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two. Let's it go. That could be big. Attack fell? Wow. Drain punches. That's a pretty handy Scorching Sands debuff we got. But I'm trolling. He doesn't throw. Okay. There's a clear win con here. As long as I don't lag. The Digmeister. Diggersby, you little beast. You little bunny rabbit. I mean, that looked horrible. That looked horrible. We lost our Celio and took, like, a huge amount of damage on Quillfish. And we were fortunate that the Diggersby just very much core broke their backline, and we got a Scorching Sands debuff on the first Scorching Sands. So a combination of luck in the backline and luck on the Scorching Sands debuff. Hashtag Pokemon. Pirate King, hello. Kings and Queens of the High Seas. Scout asked if I want to do Ultra League. I don't know if I'll find Qs in Ultra League, Scout. Yo, good night, Thomas. Thanks for stopping by. Also, Raphael on a 7 stream streak. Raphael, thank you so much for tuning in. You're catching up to Carmander. 7 stream streak. Before you know it, you're going to catch up to Carmander. Who do I like in football? Well, like I've talked about, I've been a pretty casual observer the past several years. I used to be really into it, like 8 years ago. Interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 9. Cobra says the Packers. I assumed by football he meant soccer, Cobra. That was the assumption I made, since we've been in like the World Cup context. This is kind of bad. No, did I lag? Please don't tell me he's got back-to-back. That would be tragic. The world will never know. Okay, chat, we're going to put this all on Quill. I assume this is probably the energy ball, but I think we're better off just saving the shield for Quill. And Diggersby lives because he's insane. He's built different. Make use of our Celio as a catch. I don't like this decision by me. This was a bad decision. I should have thrown after 4. Because now he gets my last shield. So that was not a good time to throw. That was a mistake. He hard swaps. Hold up. 2. Shoot, I think Emp gets there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because Emp... I don't think Emp's in 1 sting range. I think Emp's in like 2 sting range. Emp was in 1 sting range. I win! Oh, chat. I need to show you guys something from my last YouTube video. It was kind of crazy. Mantine. Mr. Mantine. Very nice guy. This is not the best matchup. Because Double Twister, like... I don't think Celio gets to 3 body slams. He switches, though. He gives up switch. And he didn't think I reacted in time. Okay, so he just fully sacrifices Ninetales. It's a Gastrodon. Oh, God. This will be interesting. You know what I should have done? I should have done 1 more sting on Quill before exiting. Because that would have put me 1 off the Aqua Tail, I believe. And then I could have reached an Aqua Tail in the endgame against Gastro. Okay, we're going to hope that this is Body Slam, which I should live, I think. Earth Power, I wouldn't live. Guaranteed DRE. Oh, chat, should I get fancy? I don't think Mantine has any energy. I think it only has that one. But we force him to have to throw Earth Power at us here. I think. Nice. Diggersby. Thank you, Slam Brother, you know. I appreciate the compliment. You guys are hyping me up. You guys are hyping me up. You're just being nice because you feel bad after my 0-5 set to start the day. Deborah, all caps, I also want to get Celio, but I don't have enough candy. Deborah, I understand your frustration, Deborah. Celio is not only very cute, but it's also a very solid Pokemon. Back to who I like in football question. Well, American football, yes, the Packers. In football, I've never really had a club I support. I've never really like had a specific club, you know? Who should I choose? I did used to like Tottenham back in the day, which I know might upset some people if we have some like Arsenal fans in here. But it was mostly just because I liked their kits and because they were the Spurs. And I was like, oh, the Spurs are a basketball team too. And I like basketball. So I want to root for the Spurs in soccer. So that was like the only real reason. I do not have a great League King Gambit. I've been playing a little bit Pokemon Champions though lately, and King Gambit is like so good in Champions. I feel like Sucker Punch is busted in the main series game because like basically what Sucker Punch does in the main series game, it like anytime you're attacking, Sucker Punch will like always get priority and go first. So like if they're attacking you, Sucker Punch will always beat them to the punch. No pun intended. It's pretty busted. I'm not sure if it's pronounced Hamoud or how you want me to pronounce it, but Giles Hamoud says, I brought one to Toronto Regionals in a side tournament and Go, got smoked, but I think he's a good licky answer. Yeah, King Gambit's pretty cool. I think Z's Wireless was running King Gambit, right, in like Go Battle League. Superfly Alex, Tottenham fan here. Mr. Rise, it's not too late to hop back on this first train. After a few dark years, the new manager that was brought in changed the culture of the club. I don't know, man. Because every sports team basically I've rooted for my whole life, you know, has been geography-based. The Milwaukee Bucks, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Green Bay Packers, all Wisconsin teams. So it just feels weird to me. I don't think I can, like, just adopt a club, you know, across the pond. Because it's like, what do I have to go off of? But I did really like Barcelona in their Messi days. And obviously that's kind of like a bandwagon thing, you know, because they were so good. But when I like followed soccer closely, or football, sorry, it was like the Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, David Villa, Piqué, Puyol. It was that team. Victor Valdez, Jordi Alba, Dani Alves. See, I've got some ball knowledge. It's just a little bit outdated. He baits me? How could he? How could he do this to me? Now, I wonder if he goes all the way up to the aura wheel here, if he just throws at 4. See, now here's one glitch in the new system is I don't think I actually got that mud shot. I think it looked like a mud shot sneak, but I don't think that actually happened. See? Uh-oh. I'm scared. Okay, so he's at 10. He's at doubled up. Yes! That's huge. That 2 cannon was scary. Yo, what's up, Alex? Yeah, Alex, I said it. First of all, I said it right away. I said this is the Alex Brown team. I was not trying to pass this team off as my own creation. But I thought it looked kind of fun. And I am a big Quillfish fan, so any excuse to run Quillfish. Or the Quill God, as we call him. Guys, my last 3 sets have all been 5-0 or 0-5. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. 100% or 0%. Also, Texas is gone. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate you. Pirate King says any word on the next Milwaukee Regional. Pirate King also asked me if I ever plan on competing in a regional. I just don't feel like I'm ready yet. I think maybe once I've sharpened up my gameplay and my skills to compete with like the Fire Stars of the world, right? I might be more inclined to try my hand at a regional. 7. Eight, 9. See, like, I don't think I snuck a mud shot there, but it even shows the damage. Okay, no, that time I did actually sneak it that time. And maybe seeing the damage is like what can help you recognize that. Okay, so Wheezing is at 4. It has a sludge loaded. I get a skillful debuff. I'm actually going to shield. I don't really like it, but to get off my Scorch. Knocks out Polly. Wheezing comes back. Wheezing has Sludge plus Brutal Swing right now. They Brutal Swing, so they have a Sludge. I think I'm going to take it. Ow. 2. Let me out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's 5 off. Don't fail me, game. Don't fail me, game. Yes. Nice. Nice. I kind of forgot the health of the wheezing, so I really wasn't sure how much to undercharge. Like, if I undercharged that better, I could have simply just stung down the wheezing. But I wanted to play it safe because I felt like I could do what I did. Five secure. Also, Power King, to follow up, any word on the Milwaukee Regional? No, we don't. We have no idea yet. Like, I don't think any tournaments for next season have been announced, except for NAIC was announced it'll be in Chicago next year, which means Pirate King, you should make the drive down to Chicago for NAIC. Dez says I should be out doing raids. Maybe. Maybe I should. But you know, we're GBLing. Dez always out here just spreading rumors. Okay, so the serious question. When a new season starts, do you get worried like this is where the streak ends? What Casely's referring to is I have this streak as the only person to win a tournament every season and play Pokemon. One reason I have this streak is because I was able to win a tournament in the first season where there was only so many tournaments due to a shortened, pandemic season. Return from the pandemic season. But nonetheless, only person to win a tournament every season, and it's like, it's something that I'm aware of, right? Because I feel like they've finally, I don't want to say finally, like it was this big deal or anything, but I feel like they've started to not mention it as much. But before, it was like, I felt like they talked about it all the time. So it's something I'm like conscious of, but I wouldn't say it's like, oh, remind me if I forget. I think Z's Wireless said it well on one of his podcasts with Speedy. I liked what he said. Okay, he's at 6. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Play roughs. Interesting. I mean, luring this out, I guess, is good for Digmeister, but okay. Maybe it's K9. Let's it go. Wow. That's not a K9. I don't love this. I know this is kind of crazy, but if it's CC, at least I like force him to debuff himself. What's he even at? He's at 10, I think. So he's at 5, 6, 7. I know, I said it. Oh God. I just lose. He's already doubled up. No. Had I stayed, would I have... I mean, had I stayed, I would have had to catch anyway, right? I would have had to catch anyway. Because I would have had to throw basically immediately against Mimikyu, and then I would have had to catch anyway, so... The streak comes to an end. Carmander says I brag about all the time. That is, yes, that's true. That's usually when I first meet someone, I say, hey, by the way, did you know I'm the only person to win a regional every season in the Play Pokemon Go Championship Series? That's basically the first thing I say to when I meet people. Bert, welcome in. And also, in case anyone was unsure, that was sarcasm. I think this past year was the earliest I was actually able to get it done in a season, because the tournament I won was in January, because that's like around the time I wasn't washed, right? After EUIC, I got kind of washed. So, January. Prior to that, it had been... Knoxville, I remember, was February. LA was the last regional of the season. That was like late May. Milwaukee, the first year, I think was around the same time, because it was right before NAIC. And then Vancouver was like March or something like that. You gotta see it, Legend. Legend with the Alex Brown teeth. Excuse me. That'd be something. It's only episode 1 of the docu-series, so we've got at least like 8 episodes to go. At least like 8 episodes to go before Legend. Tago? Lord is a little scary. Yo, I'm lagging! Alex! They're making me lag. They don't want to see me succeed. Four. I missed the powder snow there. part of the strat. Now, here's the thing. I don't think I can mud shot down in 5, right? I don't feel like that's a 5 mud shot down, so I think I have to come in Quill. Ooh. I'm going to throw Aqua Tail to get my 1 turn advantage. And now... we're going to hope he threw a parting wild charge. Okay, would have been nice, but it's fine. Oh, interesting. Oh. It's waterfall. That's not great. Yeah. Nice catch. I just don't get there. He just gets the 2 moves. He's already at 2 moves. Wait, no, he's not. He's 1 off 2 moves. Ugh, that's so annoying. So close. Is this enough? Did he not have 2 moves? Or was he just like, did he not think I was there? I don't know. I'd have to look at the instant replay. Speaking of which, while we're in queue, maybe I'll try to pull it up. The YouTube video I've just posted today, Shadow High Dragon, by the way, it was pretty fun. There was something that happened that we didn't even notice. I don't think anyone noticed it during the game itself. Yo, what's up, guys? Let's see, what point of the video was it? Okay, there's gonna be some like Riseception here. But there was this game where we were I remember us all being confused why our opponent top lefted, because he still has a fortress. He still has a fortress as a catch opportunity. I swapped Ninetales. And he top lefts. And we're like, wait, why didn't he try to catch? He like could have won. Turns out he did try to catch, and I called the catch. But it doesn't show it. Because look, if you watch closely, he's got 2 Pokeballs. He's got 2 Pokeballs. And he did try to catch. But the game doesn't show it. Isn't that crazy? And then we Energy Ball. Look at me. I can't believe what I'm seeing. No, it all just clicked in that moment. It all just clicked in that moment. That could be like an emote. Leo Brown, you just watched that video? Let's go, dude. Leo the baller. That's what we were saying, Pluto. My last 3 sets have all been 05s or 50s. No in between. This set, actually, though, this set is in between already. This set is in between. Who in the chat? Who is everyone rooting for in the chat for the World Cup? Deborah says, please make a team using Centiscorch. Deborah, if you search Rise to the Occasion Centiscorch on YouTube, I have made a Centiscorch video before. And it was like surprisingly not bad. Looks like we might err out of this one. Whoa. That looked kind of weird. Hal Ramen, thank you for the follow. I recognize that name. Norway, Dab says Switzerland. You were rooting for Mexico, but now we're out, yeah. Very sad. I was kind of rooting for Mexico, too. Sorry to my UK friends. I'm happy for you guys, too. Harry Kane. Jude Bellingham. Harry Kane. What's another good like English name? John Stones. John Stone. That, to me, that's such an English name. And they're bringing on the man, John Stones, who brings 12 years of experience. How about Haaland, though? Can we take a moment to appreciate Erling Haaland? I mean, surely he's going to appreciate, you know, someone's going to tell him about the words from the Rise to Occasion stream, you know, giving him props. But how about Erling Haaland, man? That guy is crazy good. He's him. He is him. Celio Mir. Maybe it's the Mir team. Maybe. The Alex Brown team is catching on. Jon Snow. Yes, Game of Thrones reference. House Stark. Jon Snow. I don't know if we'll win cap or not. Because my Celio has won cap in this mirror before, but I also have a pretty decent Celio, so it's not for sure. Looks like we did. Nice. We also don't want to surrender a massive farm down. But that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, God. No, I did the thing. I did the thing. Shoot. It happens when you, like, tap. And this isn't the end of the world. Like, coming in Diggersby might actually be better in this scenario, but... Okay, here's what we're going to do now. Gonna save that energy. Go Quill. He goes straight energy ball, which is annoying because, like, you know it's an energy ball, but I feel like I still might need to shield this. I don't want to is the thing, but he does get the debuff. Okay, I think... Oh, he wins CMP. That's what's happening right now. But I got the catch. Okay, that was weird. Yeah. Shadow Ball doesn't knock out anyway. I would have needed to, like, bait somewhere. Land a Fire Punch. Unfortunate. Realistically, I think the way I win that game is, like, I needed to just instant pivot Quill. Instant pivot Quill. That's probably the only way I can end up winning that, because the Fearow head start against our backline is just too much there. So Quill instant pivot, maybe he, like, panic swaps Jump Bluff, and then we have a lot of play from there, but giving up a 4 peck down to Fearow is just not gonna cut it. Rise, where's LeBron gonna end up? I don't know. I think there's a good chance he goes to Golden State. But I wouldn't be surprised if he went to Cleveland or maybe even Miami. Dong says, bro, make a Centiskorch. Is this like a copy pasta that's going around? What's Centiskorch's standard moveset these days? Ember. What else does it have? Gotcha. That makes sense, Alex. Lunge and crunch. Ember, lunge, crunch. Whoa. The moveset of all time. Yes, what's up, Murphy? Crunch spelled that way. I like the all caps. I like the enthusiasm. Yeah, I guess so, Arms. I guess so. I guess that's what we're doing today. Make a Baxcalibur team? I need you to make a I can't talk. Baxcalibur team. Send it to me. Whoa, what if LeBron went to the Warriors? And then the Sixers, after acquiring Jaylen Brown, they were just like, you know what? We're going to move on from the Joel Embiid era. It's been a good run, the process. And we are going to... This is kind of weird. And we're just going to, like, give up Joel Embiid to the Warriors. Okay. I should take an EB here. The question is, do I get a Powder Snow down in 5? Oh, God. That did more than I thought. Game, no! No! Damn. That's sad. I mean, like, I was getting kind of low on my Celio, so I don't think it was, like, a game we win for sure, but I feel like we would have had a lot of play. I feel like we would have had a lot of play there. That's annoying. What's up, J-Jan? Time to preview USA game. Who's got like their analyst take? Who feels like very knowledgeable about USA versus Belgium? Because when I used to follow football more closely, Belgium was like one of the best teams in the world with Eden Hazard. Who else? Fellaini. Kevin De Bruyne is still around. Courtois is still around. Who else? But I saw US. The US is the betting favorites, which shocked me. The US are the betting favorites in this game. When I think of Belgium as like one of the top dogs, Romelu Lukaku is still playing, right? I remember Christian Benteke. Who else? Vermaelen? Was he like one of their center backs? Another K9. Oh, he started behind. They've been baiting every time here. The one time I'm going to call it, it's going to be an energy ball. I should have called it. Gosh dang it. That was only 5, though, I'm pretty sure. Double bait. Am I tripping? I must be. Okay, I guess not. Well, going down both shields with this team probably isn't the play. I'm so confused. So he had the energy ball before and he just didn't throw it? Or he's not on energy ball, I guess. He's not on energy ball. Okay, whatever. Okay, well, that's my own fault. That's my own fault. I just played under the assumption of energy ball. So because he didn't have energy ball, the way I played that was pretty poor. Everything I did this game was poor. This was just yeah, there was nothing I did correctly this game. Yeah. Obviously, there was like some sensibility there, but the secondary, there was no sensibility there. There was no reason to do that. I just like didn't think my shadow ball was enough. So I'm like, maybe I can, like switch Diggersby, get off a fire punch, put it in aqua tail range, shadow ball something in the back for a win con. But just no sensibility to how I played that game. Yeah, what I'll say about the World Cup red card situation was, I know a lot of people are upset about it, and it looks pretty bad, right? Considering we're the host nation, along with Mexico and Canada, and obviously there was some news that the president made a phone call. But what I will say is this is something that commonly happens in United States sports leagues. Is we saw it happen in the NBA this postseason, where players would reach a number of technical fouls, or flagrant fouls, which means they'd be suspended for a game. And then the league office would review the last flagrant call, and they would overturn it because they felt like it wasn't deserved. I'm not the most educated football fan, so I don't feel like it's in my judgment to say, but I did feel like it was a harsh red card, just from my opinion. I don't know if people agree. So to me, it's it looks pretty bad being the host country, but at the same time, I felt like it was a sensible decision where I didn't feel like the red card was necessarily justified. Yeah, the replays are interesting now, because at the end of the day, you want to get the call right, but they have gone to the replay so much, it's I don't know. There's been so many penalties that weren't called originally, but then they go to replay and they give the penalty. I think offsides is a good thing, right? Offsides, unless there was that one, what game was it where they took away the goal from the offside? But even on the replay, to me, it didn't look like he touched the ball. It looked like it grazed his hair. Which I don't know if there's an actual rule on that in the rule book. But it didn't look like it really even altered the flight or the trajectory of the ball. So it was kind of weird. Yeah, I can see that, Phil. Yeah, I can see that for sure. I think people have a right to be up, because is this the first time something like this has happened? Has there been a precedent set here? Has any big football fans, has this happened before? Henry says it's time. It's about time FIFA's corruption benefited us. Whoa. For alligator. What would win a fight, guys? A seal or an alligator? Probably an alligator. Because, people ask me, how do you know matchups? That's what you have to do. You have to visualize, okay, seal, alligator. Alligator's probably taking that. That's how you memorize matchups. He's at 3. Four, 5, 6. We'll shield. Save a boatload of energy. 1. Good game. It's going to be hard to overcome a Quill with 99 energy. 99 energy Quill is something you don't want to see. We're most likely... I know I've said this on like my previous streams, but the World Cup, it is really cool how it kind of like brings the whole world together.
Yeah, you want to put that dish in your mouth.
It's just, it feels like just a massive worldwide like watch party, you know. The president said, because he was asked about, you know, what happened. I saw on like my feed, and I thought one thing he said that was a good way for like maybe Americans that don't follow football to think about it is he said like every game feels like the Super Bowl, and it really does. Every game does feel like the Super Bowl, except there's so many games, and there's not as many ads and commercials, and obviously they've like added in the hydration breaks, which I know some people are not a fan of, but it seems like the players actually like, it seems like from what I've seen with the player interviews, they actually like the hydration breaks because, you know, it gives them a little bit of extra time to rest, because what a taxing sport, right? To be going up and down without any breaks essentially for 45 minutes at a time, like that is just next level cardio. I feel like cardio is in of itself like such a huge aspect of the sport, and obviously just by playing it you're gonna get some crazy cardio. Oh, players have been complaining about it? Gotcha, I haven't seen that. This is not good. What am I doing? I didn't realize I was that slow. I thought he was still one off. Oh, do we think it's gonna be Annihilate in the back? He gets a big head start here. 3 pecs. 4, 5. Got to take it since it's just a drill peck. Okay. This could be the Beak Blast, so I kind of have to shield. Okay, interesting. Nice catch, but I'm debuffed, so I kind of needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're just doubled up. And even though I'm debuffed, I think the Shadow 2 cannon is in Fire Punch range. It's quite low. Nice. GG. Yeah, to be fair, though, it has been really hot here in the States, right? Even cities like Kansas City, I've heard, have had very hot temperatures. So it's probably not as hot as it was in Qatar, where they had the last one, where they also had hydration breaks, but it has been pretty dang hot here. Especially like in Dallas, where I am, where they're hosting. It's getting like to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is probably around 40 degrees Celsius, somewhere around there. What's up, Chobenhoff? Just got home from a System of Down concert in Milan. Yo, Chobenhoff. That sounds lit. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. The Qatar World Cup was in December. Whoa. Yeah, I can imagine. Because imagine if they had like the Olympics, like the Summer Olympics in December, which for a lot of countries is the summer. But if my Southern Hemisphere representatives, but imagine like the NBA season, right? If they had the Olympics in the summer, especially since basketball is so international now. Well, this is looking pretty rough. Yikes. Yeah, if he gets to another, that'll be pretty tragic, but like we're already in a pretty miserable spot. Okay, does KO. Lagging a little. I think he lagged a little there. Trace. Jeez Louise. Bink's got like a Moonblast. Don't think there's a way out of this for us. Get rid of the molds, but the carving just has so much energy and they can just go straight rock slide at this point. I think they just have double rock slide already, potentially. And they even undercharge. Smart. No shot. No shot. I don't think I deserve to win that. I think the Carbink lagged at some point. Yeah, I think the Carbink lagged against Mycelio, which is unfortunate for the opponent. But that's like about as RPS as it gets. That's about as RPS as it gets. Where with with him missing a handful of rock throws on that Carbink, we were able to get it. That's unfortunate for the opponent there. But that was also kind of crazy. Uh-oh. Alex, help. What do I do? Let it go. Does Ape come back? Shoot, dude. Okay, I know this is crazy. But I think if Quill dies to a Rage Fist, I would just lose that. He does have CC, unfortunately. I didn't think he'd have CC, but as a regular ape, it makes more sense. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. If I live a Rage Fist on Quill, I think I win. So I guess I needed... And I do. Did you notice my health bar change? Wasn't my health bar lower? Damn. My health bar was definitely in the yellow, so I don't know if it was simply like I was at exactly 50% and it like wasn't able to differentiate, because that is possible if it was, but it seemed like I was closer to like 40% on my quill and the health bar was inaccurate. And that's a shame because that does make the difference in the game, but it's also something, if I was like really on top of it, I could have accounted for that. Like knowing my quill was healthier than it visually appeared. But that is difficult. I did throw on DRE, Mark Sanchez. So maybe what that was is the rollout was still applying like that. Yeah. Yeah, I should have had that, honestly. Like, I played that really well, considering it was an Annihilate lead. I played that really well until the end game, and I just made the wrong decision there. Had it not been a close combat Annihilate as well, because it was counter, so normally I don't associate counter also running close combat, but it was also a non-shadow, so something you don't typically see these days. Those ones are tough, because like it would have been such an epic win if I overcame the Annihilate lead, and I very well should have, but I made a poor decision there. Shadow Quill against Annihilate. Yeah, it says the Rage Fist does like 45%. So... I mean, maybe even with the damage it was showing, it still would have lived. But to me, it looked like the damage it was showing, it wouldn't live. But I was over 50 in actuality, which means I definitely would have lived. Yeah, I know you get your health back in that situation, Mark Sanchez, but you're saying, like, typically it doesn't show when your Pokemon's on the bench. Like, it still shows it applied, but then you know you're going to get the health back. Oh, that makes sense, Alex. So you probably try to get like shields down with Quill, and then hope one of the other two can take out the 8. We have one set remaining, chat. I'll probably go for another 25 minutes or so if we're getting some crazy queue times here. That makes sense. Pyro, you're here. You know what's funny? I told Pyro, the team that I ran to start the day because I went 5-0 with it yesterday and got to number 15. And then and then the team I went 5-0 with to get to number 15, we just started the day 0-5. So that was pretty tragic. So then we switched to the Alex Brown team. It's been going a little bit better. No, I went 0-5 with my Shadow Swampert team that was working yesterday. Is this, I never know, is this the infamous Chakes or the real Chakes? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The real one, okay. Welcome in, little winery. 5. 6, 7. It's a nice over farm, because if he didn't over farm that much, maybe I could have. Oh, I get both shields. A hard pivot Quill. Ah, that's so bad for me. Really unfortunate. Well played. Just got outplayed this one. Plus, Empoleon lead's tough, where like we did beat the last Empoleon lead we saw, but we had to make a lot of nice plays, and that just did not happen this time. No nice plays were made. And I guess it was a regular Malamar, so even if I Shadow Ball it, we still probably can't farm it down with Digmeister. He's not the real one, but he's also a sniper. Okay. Yeah, maybe. It's possible. Yeah, I'm like all frustrated over that loss because I feel like I played bad, but on paper, right, it is a pretty hard counter team. Appreciate you, BZ. Enjoy dinner. Have a good night. Is the game unplayable only for you right now? On iPhone, you mean? How would you say it's unplayable? Like GBL specifically, or like the game itself? If it's GBL specifically, maybe try your hand in the competitor cup instead. And it might work a little bit better for you, but is it just the new system that you're having issues with? Or is it like competitor cup as well? White lag screens? That sounds annoying. Oh, I see. Give me your arms. I didn't know that. Interesting matchup. I mean, Celio can surely hold its own here since we get to 2 body slams first. Okay. Try not to allow the catch here. Throws immediately. Kind of want this to knock out. Oh, I'm on the old system. I forgot. Yeah, that felt like a really good bait opportunity, but I chickened out. This makes things really uncomfy. Damn, I lose. Just needed to be able to react faster there, but tough one. If I just keep the Shadow Ball, swap Diggers B, I win most likely. So, unfortunate. Wasn't able to react quickly enough. Or just make the call, right? Just blind swap, assuming they're not going to come in with the Altaria. I don't even know if double Fire Punch knocks out for me. I don't think it does. So sad. Not even close. I forget if this does more than Fire Punch. Do you guys know? Tough little stretch here because I definitely should have, I don't know about should have, but like definitely had opportunities to win that game. So that's sad. Sniped. Well, I don't want to say sniped. Potentially sniped, and then my own misplay. let's see if we can get one back. Another nine tails. Now, who believes in the law of averages? We've been baited every single time today. Not once have they thrown the energy ball. And that trend continues. Five. They also call the bait like a savage. They don't throw immediately. Like, some of these nine tails players, I just cannot figure out. Was that a Celio or a I think I saw the Celio text. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's big. We've seen this team a few times. Ninetails only has a weather ball. What's happening? What was that? Oh, they tried to catch. It happened again. They tried to catch. I noticed the Pokeball is gone. Well, it seemed like everything was going wrong that game. I was getting all tilted. But things went right in the end. When did the momentum shift? Oh, when Quill just basically took out a whole Celio. And then we had alignment. Yeah. Firestar again. We played him earlier. I think we won, but we had to play really well in order to win. Did he have like a Mantine in back? No. Two. He throws right on 7. What's it go? Polly. Calls the bait. Interesting. So I presume it's Ice Beam then. Maximizes his energy. He's going to need 3 Weather Balls here. So I think my simple play is just stay in, force him to expend all the energy. And then Quill just wins. Wow, that was actually really close. Because I wonder if he was able to stack Ice Beam Weather Ball there. That would have been crazy. Nice. And we have one final battle to wrap up the day, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, Messi fans and Ronaldo fans. There we go, quick cue. Corsola, interesting. It's like always tempting to catch on the Digmeister, but they're going to have some sort of hard punish most likely. You know, what's up, Firestar? GG's, man. We're using the Alex Brown team. I did Competitor Cup briefly when I was running out of queues, but it seems like we're getting queues again. Last few battles I haven't had to wait much. Could be worse. But not ideal. Aren't Azumarill running Hydro Pump these days? Like, I feel like every Azu I see is on Hydro Pump now. I'm still not gonna shield. If it's Hydro, it's Hydro. Like, so be it. Okay. I'm glad I didn't shield. Let this go. Corsola lets me throw first. Interesting. Maybe they tried. I've actually done that myself. I've like tried to throw and the game doesn't let me. I've kind of lost track of Corsola at this point, if I'm being honest, but I'm going to shield hoping that he hasn't doubled up. I feel like he might still be 1 or 2 away. So I shouldn't take that Astonish. There's still a mystery Pokemon in the back. He lets me throw it? What? Tough one for our opponent there. Because I think if he just Rage Fists immediately, yeah, he wins. And that Primate, like, sweeps me, but we escaped. The thing was, like, I didn't have a comfortable thing I could have caught on. Like... $2,900 even. Wowzers. Which means today we went slightly over 500. Ever so slightly. 0550. 2332. So 10 and 10. 13 and 12 on the day. And we lost 27 ELO. For going 13 and 12. That's going to do it for me today, folks. Yeah, no worries, Alex. Thank you for coming up with a cool team and allowing me to run it. I appreciate it. I'll send you guys over to Firestar since he just hopped in here and we played twice. Go send Firestar some love. Thank you, Carmander, for tuning in. 80 stream streak for Carmander. That's going to be it for me tonight, folks. I have a match I have to play right now in a... Oh, that's the wrong Firestar. I have a match I have to play now in a secret casters tournament. Wish me luck. And go Team USA. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.